Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today, as you see in the title, we're going to be fixing the Husky floor liners. Now, the Husky floor liners is not the issue. The issue is these Tundra badges that I put on came off. Now, I told you when I installed these that I was not sure about how well this double-side tape was going to work. It was really thin. I just didn't think it's good quality tape. So today, we're going to be taking both these off, and we're actually going to be replacing it with some double-side Gorilla tape. I don't think I'll ever have any more issue with the double-side Gorilla tape once I get it changed out. But I'm going to show y'all how I'm going to do that and what it's going to look like. Now, the Gorilla tape will probably be a little thicker than this tape. You can see this tape is very thin. I had zero confidence in this. I was trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, but I really did not have any confidence at all in this tape. So we're going to change it. So let me get the camera turned around, point it down at the floor liners, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm not sure how I'm going to get this tape off. I'm hoping that it will just roll off. I'm not sure if it will. I don't have any fingernails at all. I actually just cut them yesterday, which it seems like when I always do a project like this, I never have any fingernails to be able to get a hold of anything. But it does seem to be just rolling down. You can see right there, it's just rolling down. But it would probably be better if I could actually, I don't know if it's gonna be better or not. When I actually got a hold of it, it just ripped. So I guess we're just gonna have to roll it down like this right here and see about getting that off. I'm not gonna make you watch all this because I'm going to do both of them this way. So I'm gonna cut the camera and just keep rolling this down with my thumb, and then we'll be back whenever I get it all off. Okay, to get this one off, I'm just going to try to take a small screwdriver and get up underneath it. And you can see right there, I mean, it was nothing. It wasn't even hardly stuck at all. For what these cost, I'm really pretty disappointed in the double-sided tape they used. I do think they're pretty cool. I do like the fact that it says Tundra on it. I just think that's pretty cool. I don't regret buying them, but I think these were 20 bucks for these little plates. For $20, they should have used Gorilla double-sided tape to start with, because this tape is pretty shoddy, and you can see right there, it didn't even hardly hold nothing. So let me get this one cleaned off, and I'll show you how I'm going to fix it. Okay, I have the second one cleaned off now. I'm not going to lie, that sucked a little bit. It's really rough on your thumbs, just sitting there rolling this glue off or this tape off. No, that did suck just a little bit. I would say if you go ahead and buy these, I do like these. I think it does add a good touch to your vehicle. But if you buy these, just go ahead and peel the tape off and take some Gorilla Glue tape and replace that, and you'll probably never have to worry about it again. Now, I do want to say one more thing. These are kind of dirty where they go, these two places, and they still have a little bit of glue on them from the other ones. So what I'm actually going to do is, I'm actually just going to pour some alcohol in there and maybe let that set for a minute, or a few minutes actually, probably. And that way it'll just kind of absorb any kind of, or maybe loosen up any kind of, you know, glue or anything that's on it from the factory, because probably what's on it right now is probably factory glue stuff that's still left on it. And I'm just going to leave that set here for a minute and kind of work. Now, I also want to say that I could have probably used some kind of Goo Gone on this. I know most people know what Goo Gone is. I could have used that, but the reason I did not want to use Goo Gone on this is because Goo Gone leaves like a residue on this right here. It leaves like a I don't know, like a greasy residue, and I wanted this to be as dry as possible, and I didn't want that greasy residue on it because we are going to put more double-sided tape on it. And I was afraid if I put some kind of Goo Gone and left that residue, that this tape would not adhere to it as well, and I'd have the same issue that I was having already. And I did not want to go through that. So I did not use that, I just used my thumb. And that's what I would recommend, because even though you're going to clean this with alcohol like we are here in a minute, I still think that there's a possibility there that it might not stick as well because of the residue that leaves on it. Now what we're going to do now is we're just going to take a towel we're just going to go over this and see if we can get this as clean as possible. You can see it was pretty dirty where that one come off. So we're going to get this as clean as we can. I don't know if you all can actually see this, but the residue from the factory ones that I took off is actually coming off now. It's not leaving anything on this at all. So it did leave just a little bit of fuzz from the towel, but that was it. So let's see if we can get this side the same way. And it didn't leave enough residue that it won't stick. So, you know, it's nothing to worry about there. So that dried up pretty good. And again, it just left a little bit of a residue from the towel, but nothing major. As good as this glue is that we're going to use, or double-sided tape that we're going to use, there should be no issues there at all. Little piece of dirt got on there or something. Try to get that out. You want to get it as clean as possible. You don't want any dirt or anything like that on it. So what we're just going to do, and I do have scissors, we're just going to roll off a piece of this. And we're actually going to do it the full strip. Actually, the first thing we're going to do, I almost forgot this part, and I told you I was going to do it. And I still almost forgot it. Is we're going to take alcohol and clean these really well. And I literally almost forgot to do that even after telling you all that I was going to do it. That's what's sad. I was just in such a rush to see about getting them fixed that I literally forgot. That did not fall on the floor, it just fell right there. To clean them. Let's wipe this off just a little bit here. Try to dry it off. Just a little. Alcohol will absorb, will evaporate really quickly. And we should probably be pretty good to go right there. Okay. Now we're just going to take the tape. I'm going to take it all the way to the very end because I can trim it with the scissors. What I don't need. And then I'm just going to take it all the way down the center. Like so. That might be a little too tight. Sometimes I put on tape, it's a little tight and it wants to bend what I'm putting it on. There we go. And now I'll just cut around it. Round it off. Make sure you get all the edges nice and cut off. Because if you don't get the edges cut off of this, all that's going to happen is it's going to collect dirt. And you don't want that to happen. And there we go. You see it on the back. You see how nice and round it is on the front. That's all we're going to do now. And like I said, you can face these any direction you want to. I want them facing out towards the door so when you got in, you could read it. So mine will be facing that side. It seems like when I'm always dealing with double-sided tape, I never have any fingernails. All I'm doing now is just trying to get this tape peeled back. I'm not doing anything that needs to be on camera. I just can't see it good. Okay. So I got it peeled back just enough. Just peel off that side. Get it kind of where you want it. Then just stick it down. Like that right there. And this will never come off now. Gorilla tape is crazy strong. You'll never have any more issue with this. And now all we have to do is the other side. We'll do it the same identical way. Take it all the way to the top. Remember, not too tight, because if you do, it'll try to bend the piece you're putting on. Also, get it centered the best you can. These don't want to center up as well. It's hard to keep it centered with this tape. So it's centered up the best you can. Like that right there. That's not perfectly centered, but you can see it's pretty well centered. Just cut that off. And then round it off just like we did before. I'm just looking at it in the light right now because I can't really see to round this off good over here because it's not as light on this side. I have a window on this side of me. And you can see there, it's fairly centered and then the edges are rounded off. And again, all we're doing now, just peeling the tape off. and just press it down. Right there is what the finished product will look like. And like I said, you'll never have any more issues with this. You know, we've got it fixed, it's on there, we use good tape. It's really disappointing to the fact that these things are like 20 bucks and they use some kind of shoddy tape that didn't stick. For that kind of money, for what you're getting, they should use some kind of big brand name tape that has a good reputation behind it, in my opinion. Now there again, I'm not saying don't buy these. I really like these. I like how they look. But I'm really disappointed in the tape they used. And I believe when I put this on the first time that I even said I was not sure how that tape was going to hold up. And sure enough, not very well. So there you go. There's how I'm going to fix it. Problem solved, no issues. Again, I appreciate y'all watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.